Hello everyone, long time no see. Sorry for being a bit late. We are going to watch the GetQuad Division 2 draft group game between Baresi and Thunder here. 4-on-4 game, naturally. This is one of their last group games. The last group game for Baresi's team. Thunder's team still has, I think, 2 games to play after this one. This is pretty exciting because if Baresi's team manages to win 3-0, then they secure a playoff spot. Any other result and everything is pretty much wide open at that point. Let's see who gets this pen. Seems like Thunder's team is there with a force. And Rat, the Finnish CPMA Pro, gets the quad. Pen, sorry. With the rocket as well. Hunting down the enemy quad red. Well done there. Even though the quad didn't have a weapon, but still a nice kill. Now, was it Baresi that was running away? Yes. Running away from Rat's Pent. The Pent ran out though. Let's see, a huge fight for red. Now 3 guys from Thunder's team here at red, but all of them are pretty weak. Rat gets the red. Probably wants to secure the next quad with this red. Even though an enemy is there already. Could be an interesting fight for the quad. Although Heinz went for the red, kills a rocket at red. Thunder had a rocket there. Also a good fight against Rat. Let's see. There's Effig who gets the quad. Goes down. And who will get the red then? Let's see. Ricky and Rat. This guy, Zik here, will be in trouble if he tries to get there. Okay, this will be interesting. Will they really go for the red? Or not? Red gets the red. They have a huge trap set up for them. Seems like they avoided it. Good for them. Good for Zik and Baresi both. Okay, well, Baresi went down somewhere with his LG, but at least Zik survived with his 3 HP. And he's the only weapon in his team. And look at those stacks in Thunder's team. 3 guys just had armors and weapons, but Effie goes down somehow. And Zeke manages to help a quad just enough for them to secure it. Heinz with Kip with the quad. Let's see. Sorry. Oh, nice. He kills a rocket, gets a pack. Well played by Kip there. Sorry, I missed a lot of the fight, but at least we saw the SG kill. He only had SG, killed an enemy rocket at red and got a pack for him, for his troubles. This looks solid now for Kip. Let's see. He will be able to survive. He would love to get a secondary weapon though, to avoid splash damage on himself like that. Setting up for this next quad, or putting a bit of pressure on yellow, enemy rocket there. Ooh, that would have been an easy LG kill. Heinz gets quad with LG. He will want this red. I just want to see what Kip does here. Manages to force red away from yellow. Nice kill on an enemy rocket there at high bridge. Now Kip would love to get red, but there are enemies there. Rat is the only weapon for Thunder's team at the moment, and he's hiding at SNG with pretty low HP. Now he found some. Now he's actually good health. With pretty much full yellow to his name as well. And kills one weapon there, and there are 2 packs. Ricky is there, holding the pack for his teammate. Wow, what a turnaround. Baresi's team just had 4 weapons. Now they're down to 1. And that is Zeke. Holy shit, he has 1 HP. And he just killed 2 enemies with his quad LG. That's amazing. Go for the HP, please. Yes. Okay, Thunder at least is dead. He's the player who just got the pack here at SNG. The pack that Kip dropped after exchanging frags. Okay, next is Spent. Let's see what Zeke will do. Pretty nice stack, but only LG. Nice set of cells though. Oh, that could have been a nice frag. Let's go Pent. See what is happening. Effie, nice LG, but goes down anyway. Letters gets the Pent. Alright, let's see. Keep super weak at SNG. We can try to see if he survives as well. But let's spectate Heinz here. What I would love to see now is... Well, okay, now Kip came here, so he can leave. Well, I was going to say that I want to see that they... Red will be secure when the Pent runs out. And it will be because Kip just replaced him. And... What will be 10 late? Now... Kip should push yellow. Well, okay, Baresi is already at yellow, maybe not. Okay, he went SNG. It's fine too if they don't know what is happening at SNG, just to make sure that there are no enemies lurking there. That was awful. Okay, Kip gets the quad, auto track. 1 rocket goes down, enemy LG at 3. Oh! That's not great. But nice LG by... Who was there? Thunder. Killing Kip's quad at ring. An unnecessary death for Kip. He very well could have avoided that LG beam, but... Just... kind of... didn't even think about it, I guess. But red is still solidly under control for Baresi's team. So pretty much nothing is lost. Rat, the only weapon for Thunder's team. Trying to cause some havoc there, but he's way too weak to do anything at the moment. And he even goes down to Kip's LG. Zeke, the Master of Survival, apparently gets quad once again with next to nothing. Opts to just go for the frags, because clearly he had enough HP already. And didn't need the cells either. 15 HP, quad LG, 0 cells. Okay, gets more cells. Finally some HP as well. And eventually goes down. He could have used his LG there though, but plays it safe. I probably shouldn't say anything because quite often I end up dropping packs. But I feel like he would have survived had he used LG. But maybe didn't want to risk it. It's a 60 frag game. Oh, Ricky manages to steal that quad. A small victory for their team. And Kip goes down, drops a pack. Rat, now with full yellow, Rocket LG. We just talked about not using LG there at SNG spawn. He didn't drop a pack, played it safe. There, Kip drops a pack that could end up being crucial. Although Thunder's team is in a bit of a hurry here. And wow. Holy shit, that LG was hot. Just melted Rat. Okay, well done, Baresi. I was going to say that They are in a bit of a hurry here with 6 minutes remaining and 70 frags between the teams. You would need to play pretty well. And now it looks even more difficult with keep running quad with a solid stack but no weapon. He definitely wants a weapon now. I don't like the fact that he goes for a hunt here. Just because he had only SG. Had he had even SNG or SSG, it would have been fine, but with only SG, I don't like that move. Because of the huge stack he had. Okay, let's go. Oh, come on. I hate auto track. Always forget to turn it off before pens. Heinz gets it, and this is the, I guess, perhaps not the final nail in the coffin, but they're not going to need any more nails after this. This is going to go Baresi's way. Keep leading the way at the moment with 45 frags. Yeah, there's just no coming back from this unless a huge miracle happens. Now the only very thin silver lining for Thunder's team here is that well, I was going to say, I was just about to say that Forza Baresi has only one weapon, which is again true, but for a while there they had 3. Well, okay. What I was going to say holds true again. The fact that they have one weapon now. Because if Heinz goes down here, and he does, but Zeke once again survives for a while at least, with absolutely nothing and gets quad with his LG. The story of his for this game. But now Thunder's team, ThunderCoasters, has what it takes to start a comeback. The huge problem is that they only have 3 minutes and 15 seconds to do so, and it's just not going to happen. 76 frags. Had they done this 3 minutes earlier, even then it would have been a challenge. Now it's not in DM3. Not happening. But well played by Forza Baresi, for sure. No huge mistakes there, and especially the red control seemed pretty solid. And I have a feeling that that kind of was what made it really difficult for ThunderCoasters to mount any kind of comeback. I would have to check the demos to see more details. Of course, pens could have made a bigger difference. It was Rat who got that one pent and killed the enemy quad. Maybe that would have been the opening they needed, but somehow they weren't able to hold on to Red for very long after that. Ricky here with an absolute monster stack and 70 cells to his name. Love to see that. 72 cells. Did Zeke once again have LG and he tried to steal away the quad? Whoa. No, that's embarrassing. Keep with 30 HP and SSG kills the enemy quad LG. Not what we wanted to see from Ricky there. I wonder if he was at the... I think he was at the Polish land. Maybe he has a huge hangover. Zeke, once again, with next to nothing, surviving with a weapon. Going for red. Oh! It does go down. It's Ricky's turn to survive with 6 HP, but goes down as well. I hate those SNG spawns. The enemy always seems to get a spawn in your face when you are weak. Ah, yeah. Of course, Thunder was at the LAN as well. So, this will be the, what, 4th night of Quake World in a row for them. At least they should be in pretty solid shape, kind of Quake World shape-wise, maybe health-wise. Not so much. I've never been to the Polish land, but I have heard the stories. And it sounds like it can be good for your health. Alright, here we go. Forza Baresi wins 197 to 133 against ThunderCoasters. And that is a map win they are going to cherish. 2 more map wins for Baresi's team, and they secure their spot in the playoffs. Unless I'm mistaken. I tried to go through the scenarios in my... well, both in my head, and I wrote some things down. And I think if they do win 3-0 here, then there's no way 4 teams will be better than they are. But if they do win only 2-1, then there are scenarios, definitely scenarios where both Bunny's team and Horatio's Chosen will get ahead of them. And actually, let me think. If they do win 2-1, then I don't think Forza Baresi takes cojones. So that will be very problematic for them. Then they definitely need some help from both Chosen and Bunny's team. I could maybe show you the standings very quickly. Okay, Thunder went to the toilet. Nope, sorry. No time to check the standings right now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, no one got the rocket. This is interesting. Now I want to see what is happening with the rocket. Okay, Kip. No, Zig finally got it. And he goes down. Okay, let's see about Resident. 6 HP, quad. He doesn't even want this yellow, yeah. Zig gets it. He will have all the time in the world to get the rocket, because he knows he's the one who took it really, really late. Okay, Kip, you need to go first. I don't like that. Kip definitely should have gone in first with... Just take it. With his green, and make way for Zig to actually come in after Rat had wasted his nails. Okay, Ricky gets the quad, goes down. Baresi with full yellow gets the 3rd rocket, and is the naturally only rocket in the game, because Zig got the first 2 and died with those. So this, even though they are trailing at the moment, this looks good for Baresi's team. And he even managed to kill now 2 yellow guys. Mega would be in 13 seconds. I would love to see him wait for it and then go for the quad. Let's see if he does. Would seem so. Just don't leave too early. Yeah, it's there. Nice. Now he has a very solid stack. Even rockets to spare, which he seems to need. He's hitting the walls a bit. Okay, now gets the quad, and this looks good. And Gibbs has rocket at start at the moment. And Baresi goes for yellow, which is where the enemies are lurking, and gets 3 frags. Well done. Perfect timing as well, gets the yellow. Now I would love to see him go for rocket, and he does. I wonder if they knew that the enemy doesn't have a single rocket. This is so well played. He could even just stay here now. He could, and I think he should have stayed. Because they already have 3 rockets, and it's difficult to support 3 rockets on the GL yellow side, because there are not enough resources, so it would be better for him to stay at rocket and prevent the rocket pickups. Okay, gets the quad, he has mega and green. It's a nice stack here in E1 M2. And he even gets the yellow, this is sweet. A stack doesn't get much better than this in E1 M2. Or, much better. It doesn't get better than this. Finds a rocket kill. That's beautiful. A double kill. One of them with rocket. Baresi on the other side of the map has gone down. Or somewhere. Now he has nice timing for the yellow as well. Kip, that is. Because he can get the next yellow just before the next quad. And still has a bit less than 10 seconds to make it to the quad. He just now needs to go for the yellow. Take the yellow. And you have just enough time to get to the quad. 7 seconds to be exact. And there he is. Exactly what we needed to see from Kip here. And he would have had perfect timing for Mega as well. Because he had the previous Mega. He unfortunately didn't go for that one. Ooh, a bit of a whipped rocket. And SSGs, but gets a kill on enemy rocket and mega. There's still one more rocket. Will he dare to go? Not optimal, but at least he didn't die and drop a pack, so that's sweet. Gets slightly lucky perhaps there with no enemies spawning at yellow. That would have been very problematic for him. And now let's see if he can get the next quad as well. Almost dodged all those nades, but not quite. Now he will get this yellow, but he's too late for the quad. Let's see what happens with that one. Letters gets it with 1 HP. Got a frag and one more hit on the SG guy. That's nice. He able to mow down that the GL guy and gets a bit of rockets there. Now I want to see how Zig does here. Just because I have seen really great play from him in E1 M2. He didn't play extremely well earlier today. Or at least not as well as I have seen him play earlier. Not earlier today, but earlier in general. So I know that he can play really well. I just didn't see it today. Oh, damn. Dropped a pack. Keep super weak. He dropped a pack as well. Ooh, that's chaotic and very bad. Later steals the pack. Goes down. Somehow Baresi ends up with rocket at yellow. I wonder if he just took one of the packs at quad and ran. Super chaotic fight there at quad. Ooh. I don't like Baresi's positioning there, because that is exactly what can happen. It's very difficult to prevent the enemy from getting to yellow when you're standing so far back at yellow. Ooh, Effie is being ballsy, and he's rewarded for it. Kills Baresi's rocket, arranges a pack for a teammate. Really, really beautiful play. I don't approve the decision making. It seemed very risky and very unlikely to work, but he made it work. I think he probably had no idea what kind of stack Baresi had. Okay, he thinks that there's a pack there, but it's not a pack. I will participate in your score or positioning discussion after this one. If they won't insta-ready. Let's hope they are going to visit the toilet again. Ooh. If he tries to push towards the quad, doesn't quite go down even though Zig gets 2 frags with his GL. Keep with again. Super stacked quad. I want to see a nice attack towards Mega now. Yep, this is good. Yep, nice. Just don't take the Mega before taking the HP. Ah! Why would you take the Mega? You're not in a hurry. You had more than enough stack to just dig around a bit longer, optimize the stack. Now you just wasted at least 25 stack, maybe 50. He definitely had the 25 available, and I think he could have waited for another 25 to spawn. Because it's so difficult to stack up in E1M2, you just don't want to waste that stack. Nice, will he make it to quad? Oh, Letters is there. He gets the quad. Use the SSG. Wimp was also asking about his SSG before. He was running a quad there in the previous game against Chosen, and he also had SSG, and he just kept on shooting with SG. Which just doesn't make sense. Sometimes it does if you're in a long distance fight, but not in fights that he was taking. Right, keep again, or again, and still he had the Mega. Now he should have the Mega timing. It can be difficult to keep track of your stack when you are fighting like that and concentrating on survival. This is a bit annoying. Mega and Quad both are spawning quite close to each other. Based on what I have seen, I really wouldn't let Letters have this quad. I haven't been convinced at all. Because even when he gets those secondary weapons, he just doesn't use them. At least not SSG. Let's see if he uses SNG. Okay, he does. That's better. I would have preferred him at Rocket, but maybe they didn't know what the status of Mega was, and he maybe wanted to find a Rocket guy there, which is fine too. Just usually when you leave Quad to a guy with no weapon, you just want to give him that quad so that he does get a weapon. Now he's just wasting time here. I'm going to check what Kip is doing. Holding quad nicely. Beautiful SNG there. Going for yellow. This looks very grim for ThunderCoasters because Kip is on fire. 56 frags already, and We are less than 12 minutes into the game. Will he get 100? Ooh, double team kill, triple team kill, nice. And a boar. Wow. Kip is on fire indeed. Caster's curse, maybe? He does get a pack and dies. At least he didn't leave another pack. But that wasn't great. That was what? -4 and plus something in less than 10 seconds. So 3 team kills and a boar. He did kill at least one enemy there. But I guess that wasn't what he had planned for the quad attack towards Mega. Effie's, in the meanwhile, controlling yellow. Maybe starting that comeback. They desperately do need it. It's 70 frags, 7 minutes. Definitely within the realm of possibilities. Absolutely can happen now with 2 rockets on the yellow side. It looks good. Now they just need to play well. 70 frags, 7 minutes. Definitely doable. Not trivial. Depends on these quadrants, depends on how well they control the yellow. If he gets the quad. Now they have 3 rockets and 1 GL guy, all of which have armor as well. And if he gets this green, I think he fell down from yellow by accident, but he was rewarded for that mistake by green just waiting for him. This looks bad. 4 rockets for 1. And are they even controlling rockets? They are not. Okay, that is the biggest silver lining for Baresi's team at the moment, that they have access to the rocket room. But look at those armors. 4 players with more or less yellow in the opposing team. That is rough. And that is because they are turtling at the Mega side at the moment quite heavily, with Kip there, and not pushing towards yellow, but wow. Yet another failed quad. Baresi managed to survive there for a while. Tried to get through to yellow, but died on the way. Oh, Kip, you can't die now. You really can't. It's 45 frags, 44 frags. Your team desperately needs your rocket alive. Let's actually see what Kip is doing. Because this is so important that he doesn't die. Now they have 2 rockets. They dare to go towards quad, which is in 9 seconds. This will be huge. He managed to dodge the damage pretty well. Oh, wow, nice. That was important. And he goes all in. Whoa! Okay. He totally made up for the bad quad attack towards Mega there. That was beautiful. And ballsy as well. And how many rocket kills now? 3? Yeah, it was slightly lucky. They had yellow flying on top of yellow like that and getting it, but 10 points for ballsiness there. That was a brave attack with no armor, and also not only not having so much stack, but you definitely telegraphed your attack because you just killed an enemy rocket at GL, so they knew that you are coming, or knew that you could be coming. So hats off to that one. That was solid. Even I probably wouldn't have gone for that attack. It just seemed so audacious. But well done. That definitely saved the map for them. Because they were in the ropes for a while. You saw the stacks, you saw the weapons Thunder's team had, and they were within, what was it, 40, 45 frags? And they had plenty of time. Well done. That's a highlight-worthy quad run. And he killed yet another rocket there later, Effie's rocket at quad before getting the previous quad. And now he's running these quads like a champ. And suddenly Thunder's team is in a very dire position. They are not coming back from this. That was a fatality right there. At least for the C1M2. Now Kip's only problem is that he can have spectacular quad runs because the enemy doesn't have any weapons. Okay, Rat has a weapon at bridge area, attacking through nail trap towards yellow. Nice Kip. Kills the lurking guy in quad box just in time. Okay, get the kill, please. Is Rat hiding there? Really? Yep. It was funny to see because I couldn't see if Rat was there or not. I thought that he was, but then even I started doubting it, and Kip definitely didn't expect him to be there anymore. And turning away just as he started shooting. I think if Rat hadn't shot any rockets there, he would have just gotten away. Not that it would have mattered at this point anymore. With 35 seconds to go. Keep not quite making it to 100 unless he goes absolutely crazy within the last 30 seconds, but that would require some kind of super spawn streak that I have never seen happen, but maybe Kip could make it happen after those quad runs of his. Possible in theory and for Kip. Alright, that's a wrap for E1M2. So the final score is 237 to 152. 2-0 for Forza Baresi. Well played. Well played, Kip. And everyone else. So let's see, you were discussing something about the standings. Maybe I will find the standings here. And my Firefox is probably going to update something and take forever. Not really. Right, and then if I quickly switch to... Oh, hello. Thankfully I'm at least wearing something and it's not a total mess in my room. Always a surprise when switching scenes and the camera is suddenly on. So, Division 2, I will just quickly check that they are not starting the game yet. Nope. Okay, that's good. So Baresi's team just won 2-1 against Chosen. Chosen got 1 point for it, so they are ahead of Cojones cojones, maybe because of the game between them. Where is... Always difficult to... Yes, okay. So now Chosen is third. Cojones is fourth. Are they? Ah, okay. The game is starting. Shit, shit, shit. Quake. Alright. We are back in the game. Sorry. Okay, Rat gets low rocket. Sig gets quad and high. Nice. I say nice because I want to see a pretty even start. Ah, so brave. This is very Zig-like. Attacking with 48 HP, 0 armor in DM2 against an enemy rocket. Perhaps he realized that he ran out of rockets. I'm not even sure he did, but maybe. Yet another ballsy attack there with absolutely nothing to his name. But that one I can understand more. Oh, Kip, why did you steal that yellow? Because he definitely had timing for the high rocket because he himself took the previous one and knew that there shouldn't be a weapon there. Now Kip, having stolen that yellow, really made it difficult for, or impossible for Zig. Not even he was able to go for the quad after that. And he goes down. After such a good start and after he played it so well, I think Kip made it really difficult for him. Okay. A best of Zeke again there at high rocket. Manages to steal away the high rocket, but Ricky also survives. We'll go for the red box. Leaves it for Effie, I'm sure. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Two rockets. He actually played really well. I probably would have tried something at red mega, but he just ran away, which seemed like the right thing to do until Zik found him once again. Heinz, a ballsy rocket with 8 HP. Saves his ass for a while. No! No! Who was the teammate who blocked him? That's horrible. That is not on Heinz there, that is on the teammate who was cock blocking. Damn. Imagine surviving all the way from NG with 8 HP and quad rocket, only to be cock blocked by a mate to red mega lava. Oh, that hurts. Oh, almost another cock block. 2 HP at the hardest jump. Scary times here in DM2. Oh, Kip goes down. A horrible spawn in front of his face. An interesting game. It just seems like it has been very back and forth, but yet Baresi's team leads by 22 frags already, which is not a huge margin at all in DM2, but just still interesting to see. Okay, Baresi with quad. He will try to secure this low rocket. Will he find a rocket kill there? Nope, not quite. Effie avoiding the rockets like a champ. Neo in Matrix. Still, Baresi did fine. Took the low rocket and called it a day. Playing it safe. Knowing that his team has a shitload of rockets. So the situation is quite fine, even though right now it would be really important for one of them to attack low rocket because the enemy is stacking up rockets a lot there. Okay, one rocket dead. Seems like a slightly lucky rocket kill there for Kip. Well, he didn't get the kill. Ricky bored after taking damage of that quad rocket. Now I want to see you at low rocket, Kip. Well, okay, now you can. Nice SG! Sweet! There's one more pack. A rocket enemy behind you. Okay, I wonder what... Did something force Thunder through the red Mega Telly? Because he just attacked from red Mega with 0-100. Kip goes down at Telly. Rat goes down at Telly. There's a packs galore in Telly Lava. I wonder who dares to jump down. Ricky attacks towards high. Oh... Nice fight there at center. What a chaos. Ricky actually gets the quad. He had really next to nothing in quad tunnel. A Kip is wreaking havoc at Telly and miraculously survives. Gets through the Telly. Now Ricky has a problem even after getting this red box. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say that he's too weak. Or very weak. Oh, Rat fighting at low like a beast and goes down. Letters kills him. And we are at 3-1 in rockets. 3-2. Excuse me, 3-1. A beautiful nade in the face of Effie there. A beautiful frag and quite important as well. Now I want to see Baresi go for the... Well, okay, Zeke is fine too. He's a good player. I just... No offense, but I don't want to see Letters getting those quads. I haven't been convinced by them at all. So it has to be... Or it should be, in my opinion, Baresi, Kip, or Zeke running the quads. Even after the Mega failure at Mega. In even M2. Because Kip made up for it afterwards with that beautiful... Oh, don't fall down with 0 rockets. You really don't want to do that. A beautiful quad run towards yellow. So we will try to remember only that by Kip. Not some minor failure at Mega with -4. Alright, Zeke still with no rockets. Effie being a pain in his ass, literally. Okay, nice. Baresi running the squad. Zeke and Telly with no stack to his name. I want to see them attacking low rocket now and just holding it. You have 4 rockets to their 0. You just need to go to low. What are you... Just go! It is in 10 seconds, yes, but just... Okay... Let's see what Letters is doing at low. Yeah, it's just... What was the quad guy doing? 4-0 in rockets. Now it's 3-2 plus GL. You just hate to see it. It could have been 400, 100 score after that. If they just had executed. But the decision making wasn't there. So, well, it's better for us. Better for us definitely, because now it's still a game. Now it's still definitely a game. Suddenly, instead of 4-0 in rockets, it's 7 rockets plus a GL in the game. And those... Almost everyone is super stacked as well. This is funny to see. Because you're in for a good time after this one, because you're going to see some pretty good fights, because no one is... Now, 8 rockets in the game. No one is interested in the weapon anymore. And Zik, you are interested in rockets, though. Okay. Thank you, Letters. I want to see how many rockets he had. Oh, okay, well, only 5 at least. Zik finally gets some rockets. He has been having some ammo issues in this round. Kip is the first rocket to go down. Effie, wow. Threads the needle, finds an opening there. Manages to just rocket jump in, steals the quad, kills a rocket. And look at that. For a while... Just look at the rockets. Baresi's team just had one rocket. Now they have 3. And the change happened within less than 5 seconds from 1 to 3. Unreal stuff. Sorry, I missed how Ricky got destroyed. I was just staring at the team overlay. Okay, Effie goes down. Blocked by a teammate. Letters at Red Mega stacking up. Will he go for the quad? Yes. Baresi too weak, probably to help. Let's see. Will be... Well, I'm not sure if... No, Ricky doesn't want to have anything to do with this quad. He's too weak. Fell back to Red Mega. Low rocket now. Okay, could this be the final blow? No. He could have used a secondary weapon there, but even that wouldn't have been enough because the rockets... Well, I don't know, he survived with 4830. Yeah, a quad SG would have done the job, but maybe he would have fallen himself. Maybe Ricky had enough time, reload time there. Hit another rocket. Anyway, still keeping the game interesting. 9 minutes to go and roughly 60 frags between the teams. Anyone's game at this point. Although we do need to see something better from TC. Kip gets another chance with a quad run. Nice rocket at Telly. Oh, a failed rocket there. Bore almost. I thought about it. Because he saw the rocket guy go to center. He shouldn't have gone for the HP there at NG. He should have realized that that guy, unless he stays at center and maybe doubles back towards slow rocket, he will be at NG or under quad at that point when you get the red box. Whoa, super weak rockets here at Telly. Letters with 5 HP. Rat had so few that he fell to his death with his rocket. Okay, 5 HP still, but full yellow. Now you just really desperately want the HP at quad. Nice. He gets it. And he gets the quad and more HP. Nice. From 5 HP to 100. Beautiful rocket. Too bad it wasn't a weapon. Just take the weapon. Oh, okay. Don't take the weapon because a mate was coming for it. Nice. You know better. I just told you earlier that I don't want to see Heinz quad runs, but that was actually solid. Even though I would argue that he got a bit lucky with the kill on Thunder. A nice splash damage kill, but I can't believe that that was planned. He backfound at center for Zik. It is unfortunate this... I don't know if it's unfortunate, but starts to look like 3-0. A bit unfortunate in the sense that we still have almost 7 minutes to go, but still it's DM2. TC, they have 2 Polish players. And like I have said so many times earlier, they do know their DM2 usually. Maybe they have a DM2 hangover though. Whom did they play earlier? TC, that is. I know that Baresi's team played against Chosen and won 2-1 in a huge nail biter. Ah, okay, yeah, they played versus you. Well, that's no surprise. Your team looks brutal. Letter's running this quads. Maybe I have to eat my wards. Although it is a bit easier now when the enemy doesn't have very many rockets around. But he did well. You can't really complain about a quadrant when there's not much you could have done better. There was that one rocket of Thunders at high. But maybe they didn't know about it. Keep at red mega. I wonder if he will hold on to this or go to quad. If he does, he's too late. Because red gets the quad. 100 frags. Can it be done? Yes, in 4.5 minutes. It's possible. But you need better quad runs than this. Definitely better than that. He had an opening there to kill both Kip and whoever was at Telly. And that could have been the opening they needed, but he didn't. Yeah, I noticed that ThunderCoasters only won one map so far, but they do have one more game, don't they? Because they had played only 3 games so far, and they played 2 more today, so they have one more game to play, don't they? So they can redeem themselves. Again, there we saw that Heinz SG quadrant. Sure, he didn't drop a pack, but if you're going to run quads like that, when you do have better options, then please use those better options. Give the quads to someone else. And I don't think looking at the map score resembles the games that well. Because TC definitely had very close maps there in their previous games. So with just a bit better play or better luck, I haven't seen the games. I'm sure they could have won more maps than just one. But yeah, that of course doesn't change the fact that they didn't win more maps than just one. Yeah, of course it could be that they won't play the last game. But Baresi's team, they will continue their tournament life with this 3-0 victory. So even if it's bad news for ThunderCoasters, it is great news for Forza Baresi, because they are going to get to the playoffs. And I have to say that before today, it didn't look all that likely. They hadn't played extremely well before tonight, I would say. Not horribly bad either, but just I hadn't at least been super convinced by what I had seen. But winning today against Chosen 2-1, that was really, really important. Now this game has been pretty one-sided. But if you really look at the results of TC before, they haven't been a bad team, so Either they are rusted, just like you said, because Ricky hasn't been able to play, or the whole team hasn't been able to practice because Ricky hasn't been able to play that much. Or maybe it is that Forza is just warming up and playing really well. Baresi leading his team with 78 frags and top fragging. So the final score... Okay, where do I see it in his new stats even? Oh, in there. Oh, they have made the change. That's nice. It's 269 to 82. Although they made the change this way that you have the old stats at the top or before the new stats. I think people won't be happy with this anyway. And team items taken, team weapons, and team frags plus damage, they are empty. Well, improvement maybe. So that's it. That's 3-0 for Forza Baresi. They had a pretty good game in DM3. Even M2 was actually very close and looked bad for a while there until that miraculous quad run by Kip. And then DM2 was just very one-sided. But yeah, even M2 could have gone either way. DM3, it didn't feel like TC could have won that. They did get that one pent, and I think within the first 5 minutes or so they had red control. If you remember the trap they were setting there for Baresi and Zik. Maybe had they attacked there and just retained red control after that, it could have been a different story. But interesting. Yeah, Forza Baresi, as far as I can tell, they made it to playoffs now. So they will have, this page is not updated yet. So they will have, instead of 4 points. By the way, I think you can forget about the difference, the map difference here. As far as I know, it doesn't matter. You only get 1 point per map win, and that's it. So Forza Baresi won 5 maps today, so they are sitting at 9 points. Bonanza and Third, they are way ahead of everyone else, so we don't have to consider those two. They are going to be teams number 1 and 2 anyway. But anyway, Baresi's team will have 9 points, and that is their final score. So 3-3 in games and 9 points. Cojones, they have played all their games, and they have 8 points, so they will be behind Baresi's team anyway. ThunderCoasters will definitely be behind them, so then it leaves us with Chosen and Heroes, who could get ahead of Baresi's team, and Chosen just today lost against Baresi's team, but 2-1, so they have 8 points to Baresi's 9 now. Heroes, they have a game against ThunderCoasters, but even if they win that one 3-0, they will be at 8, still behind Baresi, and Chosen will be at 8. So then the next game will be between Heroes and Chosen. And one of the teams will have either 0 or 1 point. And that means that they will be tied max with Baresi, and both of them have actually lost against Baresi's team. So that means that is the tiebreaker, the game between the two teams. So Baresi's team will be at least fourth. So that's it. I could still play a bit, maybe. If I can just find some games. Q8 LAN is coming in 3 days. I was just away for 3 weeks, which is not optimal. But I've been trying to get back in shape. It's could be better. Let's put it that way. Also, Martin is MIA completely. I haven't seen him play any, and he's in our 4-4 team, so that's a bit of a question mark. Dicky has been playing, that's good, and Xantum is in our 4-4 team as well, so he has been playing a bit. So that is solid. On the other hand, in 2-on-2 I'm playing with Mazer. I haven't seen him play almost at all, which is also slightly concerning, but it is what it is. And I definitely haven't been playing for the last 3 weeks. So not great preparation for the tournaments, but still will try to do my best. I'm just checking here at badplace.eu if there are any games to be had. There is one mix, but it is full. I can of course spectate that one. But they are just starting. That's not nice. What else is there? The SD guys are playing 2-on-2 also in countdown, so not getting there. There's free for all with 2 players, not interesting. Another free for all, wait, yeah. That's interesting. I didn't know that we had more than one active free for all server. There isn't really much to play here, unfortunately. Yeah, I was traveling. I was in South Africa for 3 weeks and, well, just spent one evening in Istanbul on the way. South Africa was amazing. I've traveled quite a bit over the last, well, I guess 20 plus years, whatever. And this was definitely one of the best trips ever. Such a beautiful country. The nature is just amazing, unbelievable. The amount of animals you can see in South Africa is just, it is unreal. It's just crazy. Just, I couldn't believe my eyes when we were driving and walking around and just a creature after creature just appears. Stuff that you only see in some nature documentaries. They're right there. I don't know how lucky we got because I have only been there this one time. So I don't know if it's common to see so many animals or did we get lucky? I have no idea. Or did we even see many? Maybe maybe we got unlucky. Who knows? I have no reference point, so I don't know, but it doesn't really matter because I'm super happy with it anyway. So that was really great. We went diving for some days close to the border of Mozambique, and then also went hiking for 4 days. There is a mountain range called Drakensberg on the border between Lesotho and South Africa. Unbelievably beautiful mountain range. Just has this very unique look. Reminded me of Jurassic Park in a way. Just all the greenery there. If you compare it to other mountain ranges in the world, let's say the Himalayas or Alps or Patagonia or smaller mountain ranges in Europe, um, I think it had a very unique look to it. Maybe there can be some other mountain ranges in the world similar, although I don't know what they could be. I know that there are some mountains in or on Reunion, so they could be, because of the latitude, have similar characteristics or similar nature, but at least I haven't seen anything. New Zealand, maybe. Maybe. I haven't been to New Zealand. I would love to. The Southern Alps, that would be really great as well. And the mountains in New Zealand, they have proper wilderness areas as far as I know. And that is what I really enjoyed about Drakensberg as well. That it's not spoiled by ski lifts or gondolas or mountain huts or hotels or restaurants or nothing. There are just local Basotho shepherds, and that's pretty much it. It's not perfect though, because those shepherds have in the past and even pretty recently attacked hikers. They tend to attack hikers who spend nights in tents. They throw rocks at them and steal their stuff. Sometimes they have even killed some hikers, which is less than optimal, of course. So I don't know if I can recommend the place per se, as beautiful as it is, but there are just security issues. The people, especially apparently from the Lesotho side, they are um, growing drugs there and stealing cattle from South Africa and smuggling things across the border, all kinds of shady shit. So it makes the hiking experience pretty interesting as well. That being said, uh, we saw two local, assuming two locals, and I assume they were from Lesotho. At least they were on that side of the border. I'm not sure if they saw us because they were so far away. I was just checking them through my telephoto camera lens, and they were walking away from us. But still, I slept like a dog for 3 nights, kind of with one eye open. Although the nights were amazing, there were just unbelievable thunderstorms, which Drakensberg is very famous for. I read somewhere that it's the area with the most lightning strikes on ground anywhere on Earth, and the thunderstorms were intense. We've slept in caves in our tent. So they had these kind of not very deep caves, but kind of huge overhangs, or sometimes not so huge. But anyway, they have these caves where you can sleep. And in the second cave we slept in, the thunderstorm was right on top of us. After hearing seeing the lightning, the sound was pretty much instant. And not only the sound was instant, I could feel the whole cave floor through my whatever 7 centimeter thick air mattress tremble under me. So that was just so beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And because of the thunderstorms, they can be dangerous there as well, for sure. And even in caves, you are not really safe. You can get hit by lightning. But at least the great thing was that I didn't believe that the locals would come and attack us when the weather was like that. I don't think they would feel very comfortable moving around in that kind of thunderstorm either. Really beautiful stuff. Yeah, it sounded like LG but better. Then the last night we slept all 3 nights in caves. The last cave spot was just unbelievable. Let me see if I can find it and show to you. I have a picture of it. Just a second. Maybe I can open it in the browser. That tent spot will be hard to beat. At least for me. Where is the picture? Yeah, I think that will do. I just need to now be able to open it somehow. Browser. There you are. File. There you go. So there was this overhang kind of carved on the side of the mountain, and you had to down climb a bit through this gully on the right. You can't really see the gully well here in the picture, but it is at the top right corner, and then traverse this grassy kind of slope. There was a decent path. It wasn't really difficult, but just under here there was a couple of 100 meters of pretty vertical rock face. And you can see part of the view just unbelievably beautiful. And only made more beautiful by the fact that we could see quite a long section of the path we had taken over the previous 3 days. So that was pretty amazing. Or not pretty amazing. That was absolutely stunning. That spot was just almost beyond words. Really, really beautiful. And it was great that we got there kind of early enough to have enough time to really really let the experience sink in and enjoy instead of just being in a hurry all the time and kind of doing the things that you have to do when you prepare for a night in tent in the mountains, just making sure that everything is in order. And then in the morning, you're kind of in a hurry usually to start walking. The next day it was 25 kilometers or so and about kilometer and a half down vertical. So it was a significant day. So you just want to have an early start. So quite often it happens that you are in a place like that and you just don't kind of have the time, or you don't take the time to really enjoy the moment. You realize that, sure, the view is great, but you are just so busy doing things that you kind of forget to stop and really embrace the moment and enjoy when you are there. And then when you get back home, you just look at the pictures and it's not the same anymore. But thankfully this time I realized what was happening was really special to me. And well, now I have this picture and I have the great memory. So feels good. It was a beautiful place. Really, really unbelievable. Yeah. And the animals, even there in the mountains, it was unbelievable. This thing they call escarpment, the top of this mountain range where pretty much the border between Lesotho and South Africa is, on the eastern side at least, eastern side of Lesotho. Um, that sits at around 3,000 meters, and it, maybe we don't have mountaineers here or people who go to mountains, but at least here in Europe, if I go to 3,000 meters, I can expect to see ibex or some mountain goats or some birds and marmots and so on. There, the first mammal I think that we saw up there was a pack of baboons running across this pretty flat mountain landscape. There at the top, it's surprisingly flat. Reminded me actually of the Finnish Lapland a bit. Very gentle hills up there. Unlike here on the South African side, like you can see even on the picture, that it's pretty rugged. And there are places, or most of the places are even steeper than this. But anyway, it just felt so foreign to me to see damn baboons running around there. It just felt like something out of a Jurassic Park again. Just something so foreign to me that it's hard to explain. For someone South African or Lesothan, but probably just another day in the in the nature. But for me, extremely exotic. Also on the way up, we saw, for example, a chameleon. They do live in a couple of Mediterranean countries. I think you can find them in Sicily, at least. But I have never seen one before, and they mostly live in Africa. So we saw a chameleon, saw how it changed its color. It was crazy though, because we were just staring at it all the time. I was taking some photos of it. But it's unbelievable how you end up realizing that, okay, now the color has really changed, but at the same time, you don't actually realize when it happened. Even though you were watching all the time, it changes the color so gradually that there's no flashing or anything, that it just felt crazy. There's this lizard right in front of you. It was yellow. Now it's dark brownish. And it all happened within 10, 15, 20 seconds maybe, but still you don't kind of realize when it happened. You didn't see it happen even though you were staring at it all the time. So extremely fascinating animal. Yeah, that was our spot for the night. We did this 3-night, 4-day hike on the border between South Africa and Lesotho, and this was the third night in this overhanging section of the mountain wall. Really beautiful. I could show you some chameleon pictures. I just have to find them first, just a second. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe I found. I will get back to Quake anytime soon. When the mix ends, I will try to get a spot in it. But now there was just nothing to play, so do I change the view here to details? Okay, that's better. That is at least hopefully one. Yeah. There's the chameleon after it changed its color. Such a wonderful creature. I just love the way it moves. But perhaps you have seen a chameleon. It was the first time for me. Maybe just casual stuff for you guys. Especially if Olke Vader is here. He lives in South Africa. Maybe he's just there laughing at me being such a stupid tourist. But anyway, the way the chameleon moves is just amazing, and how they have these almost human-like hands and the thumbs that they use to grab the branches they are hanging on to. Just really, really beautiful. There is another picture with the other color. I will show you that as well. So there you can see that it has this lighter, almost cream colored parts, and then this almost black colored parts as well. Camouflaging itself pretty nicely against the branch here. And before it changed the color, it looked like this very, very different color. And this color matched the ground pretty well, or really well, I would say. So it moved from the rocky, gravelly ground, climbed up this tree, and then changed its color to a darker outfit. So that's it. So that is a bit about South Africa. A very, very interesting country in many ways. Not only the nature is beautiful, but then you have quite a lot of issues in the country as well, with crime and with race as well. You are probably familiar with the horrible past of South Africa when it comes to racism. And issues with colonialism as well. A lot deeper than you might think at first, because even the kind of, well, Zulu people that you might think are the very original people there, even they, or a lot of them, came from the north and kind of colonized South Africa well before Europeans appeared. So there is a lot of history of almost kind of genocide and a lot of understandably hard feelings, and it's a lot of tension there in the country in many directions. And because of the crime, it's not the safest country to travel in or to live in. So can't really kind of recommend it, even though nothing happened to us. But at the same time, I would feel bad if I recommended it to someone and then they went and something happened to them. So that would be, of course, horrible. So everyone has to make their own decision when it comes to traveling to places like this. But we took some risks. For example, this hiking 4-day hiking trip. Um, people didn't exactly recommend going there. People were saying that you might want to hire a guide. You should hike in a bigger group, at least of 4 people. But we didn't have 4 people. And I don't hike with guides because it's such a huge part of the experience to me to be able to do everything I need to do on my own. So that was out of the question. So then we were just kind of going back and forth with the idea of going there. Should we do just day hikes? Because apparently spending nights is the biggest problem, because the locals mostly attack during the night, even though there have been cases where they are throwing rocks at people during the day as well, but mostly during the nights. So then we decided that we'll give it a try. My wife really didn't feel comfortable there. Like I said, I slept kind of or pretty bad for 3 days in a row. But it was fine, and like I said, we walked for 4 days, and after the first day we didn't see anyone for roughly 48 hours until we saw a couple of Lesotho locals who most likely didn't see us. And again, after that, we were completely alone for maybe 12, 16 hours until we reached a village. And then pretty soon after that, our car. So probably wasn't very dangerous for us because no one knew that we were there, no one saw us, but not everyone's experience is going to be the same. All right, I tried to get a spot in the mix. I did not. Let's see if there's anything else I could find here. I could play a game or two. Waiting in POV DMM4. Lethal Wish is playing against Nicodemus, a legendary Swedish player who played for Clan 9. Okay, there's at least 3 for all. Yeah, I could comment the gameplay. I just need to play play a bit to get back in shape. Okay, that guy had red. Something to take into account in free-for-all, that you don't probably want to fight the red guy, even though, for example, in 2-on-2 you would. You want to get rid of the player with the armor, but here you're interested in frags. Of course, frags is what you are interested in in 2-on-2 as well, but just the dynamics of free-for-all are very different. Here you want someone else to take care of that red guy and go for the easy frags instead. Oh, there's a free quad. Almost free. Oh damn, that's bad. How much is the ping? 51. Oh, it's Die Human here. Nice. Joined the fun. From the stream to the server. That's good to see. Oh, damn, that nade was bad. I don't have any ammo. Please. I need some cells at least. One cell. Better to just die in the lava than try to survive with that. Nice. No, don't spawn. What an evil place for the quad to drop. Almost guaranteed that someone will spawn it. Okay. Oh, Aki has the quad, not good. He ate a nade even. Nade and 3 SGs. Come on, die. Okay, 25 for the yellow. 5 cells. Again, very, very problematic. Damn, he will get the yellow. Yep. Okay, at least he's in lava. Can I kill him? Oh, yes, it was Aki. That's good, because he's leading. No, he got the quad. Fuck. Now that's horrible. Okay, I think I'm not catching up. Come on, 10 seconds. Yep, not happening. Well played. Well, at least he was here for maybe a minute more. Yeah, good game. He played well. Where did the quad go? This map I'm absolutely horrible at. I always get lost and I don't... He was strong. I don't also remember the tellies very well. This guy has mega. didn't really know how to handle the guy because I didn't have the weaponry to kill a guy with the mega. Okay, quad is here. Now again, well, okay, some nades, that helps. That doesn't help. So 5 plate. Funny to get most of the frags with SG. Again. Nice. Solid SG action. Where does this go? Okay, it goes to Mega. Is the red here? Yes, it is. Killed 2 of my worst adversaries, but not really rewarded for it. Will the Mega spawn before quad? And yes, just about. Quad is 5 late. Oh, I need to find my way there. It's on the other side. It's there. No one is going for it. Yep. Well, it seems like no one else knows this map extremely well either. Ah, it's from the quad you get to red. That I didn't somehow realize. And then from red you get here to yellow. The distances here are so deceiving. For example, there I was so sure that I would get the frag with LG, but the guy was just way too far away. Or just, I don't think way too far, but just a bit out of reach. Okay, and this would... I don't even know. I guess you can drop down there somehow, but how exactly, I wouldn't know. Quad must be up somewhere. Running the red would be very beneficial before quad, because you can get to quad from the red so easily. I think red was just taken. Don't exactly want to spend time there not getting frags. Mega was just taken, I heard the sound, not waiting for that one. Ah. Mega? No, not yet. At least one stacked player dead. This is actually very close game still, even though it feels like I have played okay. Okay, now it looks... Ah, it's a 6-minute round. Okay, quad just ran out. Okay, finally he's dead. And I even as well, and I get the red. Well, how about dying? Holy shit, what did he have? Ah. Well, what about a failure? It didn't go very well for him either. Oh, again, I guess SG Quadron. GG. If you, by looking like this, if you mean black and white, and then that is definitely config. I have my configuration listed under the stream, which is something I will revise after QH LAN. I just don't want to start doing it now because I need to prepare for the LAN instead of tinkering with stuff that can wait for a while longer. What I will do is create a package, a Quake package that will look like my Quake without the pack files, but other than that, you can just... I want to make a Quake setup that looks just like mine, looks and feels just like mine, where you can just drop in the pack files and have the same experience, but I will do it after the QH LAN. Not yet. Oh, someone is running armors. Oh, it's funny that I said someone and there is actually a player called someone on the server. And that's not quite what I meant. So that is 33 now. Mega was just taken. Problem is that I don't quite know where I should be here to get a lot of frags. Now that armor is spawning now. And this guy spawned on it. Beautiful. And the only armor that I had timed. Ah, boar. That is something you should never do in free-for-all. Oh, what a lucky frag. With just one SG and you get a frag. How often does that happen in free-for-all? Damn. There's a yellow here. Maybe I will wait for it. I hope it's a yellow here. Yeah. Okay, yellow on time. That's horrible. Waiting for it for what felt like an eternity and then just dying instantly. Okay, again on time. This goes... Red is somewhere around here. Okay. Now the split between the yellows would be pretty sweet. There's some HP here. Ah, and the red would have been there. That would be... well... would have been a bit of a challenge taking the red and then trying to pick up the yellow. Would have been quite difficult. Oh, there's thunder here as well. Okay, yellow. I wonder where that spawn or tele exit comes from, because people come with quite a solid stack through the tele quite often. So there must... Damn. That is something I wanted to get. Okay, that red guy is weak. Ah, it comes from the yellow telly. Okay, now I get it. So they come with that yellow. This. So when I take this, I can get the LG here. And there would have been a mega. No! Okay, at least Thunder killed him. Okay, Thunder just took that yellow. Quite a lot of armors in this map. 1 HP, nice. Ah, so many things to keep track of there. Oh, okay, nice, well played. GG. Yeah, anyway, you can check under the stream. There's the config section if you want to make your Quake look like mine. Almost. Would have been hilarious had I got the kill with quad SSG in front of their faces. Not quite. Okay, that will do. And oh, there was one more. Damn. I wanted to get that yellow. This is a map that I really don't know it, but I do know some things about the map. Ah, that is a thing that you really don't want to have happen to you in free-for-all. You just kill someone who is really stacked. That is definitely not something you want. You want just easy frags all the time. There's a teleport with a rocket, and that gives you the red, I think. Oh, there is HP here, nice. Thank you. Thunder leads the way. I killed Thunder, good. Oh, there's Mega here with LG. That's something I didn't know. No! Oh, I just killed him. How did he get the quad rocket? And how did he kill me with it? That's not nice. Oh, he had nice timing. I just realized that I have... Ah, yeah, yes, I do have some idea where the quad is. Actually, know where the quad is. He spawned the LG back, although he didn't have many cells to work with. Nice, nice. Damn. So where do I find the frags now? Okay. Okay. Oh, there's a mix. I'm going there. No! Went for the mix, lost the frags. I Probably should have a script for joining last IP servers. That is unfortunate. It would have been a nice mix to play in. But I guess not. Ah! Thanks, Idiot Deluxe, for the sub, by the way. Sorry. Why I didn't hear it? I have the follower alerts. Yeah, I guess I could ask. I don't know if it would help though. No bonus. 3 out of 4. Outpost. Piki was there on the server for a while, but I don't think he would play at this time anymore. He usually goes to sleep. Well, BBS is not even on the server. That would be rather curious if I suggested that one. Especially because I have no idea if BBS even wants to play. Am I ready for Q8 LAN? Not really. But I guess I'm as ready as I can be after having been away for a bit over 3 weeks. But it is what it is. I've been trying to play a bit now. Doesn't feel so great. But I guess we will see soon enough if it was enough or not. It doesn't feel horrible. Yeah, I have plans for one-on-one. Plans not to play. For a second, a ton of people were hopeful. Yeah, I have a ton of reasons and excuses to not play one-on-one. I have listed some under the stream. But in this special case, there are even more excuses available. No more 4 and 4 at QH LAN. All right. Then I guess just 2 and 2 it is. All right, playing some Outpost against Nicodemus. This will be fun. I was hitting hard 45.8% until I realized that he wanted to play rocket only. Outpost is an interesting map in the sense that some people do play it rocket only, some people like to play it with LG. He's playing well. I'm actually rather surprised how well he's moving. Oh damn, that would have been a... well... better than mediocre meter frag, but... this is what it is when you can't hit your shots. Then you don't even get mediocre frags. Oh. I wonder how much Nicodemus is playing with fake, because for someone who hasn't been playing in a while, his dodging is pretty solid and hitting at the same time. Dodging and movement, especially for someone who played when bunny hopping wasn't even a thing. Ah, by the way, hello Zorak. I guess you are playing one-on-one at the LAN. What kind of expectations do you have for it? So I won by only 5 frags. Well, it's not nothing in DMM4, but still, I was hitting pretty hard. So I would expect to win by less from now on, because I wouldn't expect to hit that hard all the time. Especially mid-airs in Outpost are pain in the neck. I will ask him after this if he has been playing some other games. Although his movement feels so good that I have a hard time imagining him playing anything else except for GetQuad. Maybe you could get it in DPMA, Quake Champions. But definitely not by playing 90s Quake World. And that is just the thing, that I haven't seen him around. So, makes me curious. GG. Let's see last scores. Lethal Wiz has been playing pretty even with him. Winning some, losing some. Especially on rocket maps, they have been quite even. Very interesting. Nice. Sometimes in DMM4 rocket maps, it is funny that hitting beautiful meters can be actually detrimental to you. Because if you don't hit them consistently and constantly, then your enemy might get a lot of kind of free damage when they are midair. And if your rockets are throwing them and giving them more air time, so to speak, then it can be problematic. Because just dodging is pretty hard when the opponent is midair above you. That is pretty much what happened there in the first fight. I hit one midair, threw him in the air. Felt like I was hitting harder initially, but then ended up taking a lot of damage. That was difficult for me to avoid. If I had to take a... If I didn't see the nickname on the server, I would almost say that it's... that he's playing like Loktar is, especially movement-wise. Maybe his aim is not quite at Loktar's level, but just the movement is so good in some places. Just the way he dodges, both without, with and without jumps. Very unconventional stuff. Then on the other hand, in some fights, he seems to be in big troubles. Those strange games for sure. Nice to hear that he has been playing lately. Or maybe the whole 20 plus years that he has been kind of almost away all the time. Because there are people who just played Quake World in the 90s and disappeared after that and just didn't play anything anymore almost. So it's nice to hear that we have a true gamer here. Not just someone who played Quake World maybe as a teenager or a student, and then when so-called real life hit the fan, stopped altogether. Of course, I guess I'm not judging people who prioritize other stuff over gaming, but being a gamer myself, it's warms my heart to hear that people don't give up games for boring stuff. Okay, so he said that he has been playing more since late summer. Ah. Bad midaires. So that sounds pretty believable. Although, I have to say, well, yeah, together with the fact that he said that he has been playing almost everything except for Quake. So that gives him the aim, probably. But I'm still impressed by his movement. Because I like this. It feels like dancing with rockets. Ah, what a whip. I really find even relatively easy rocket shots hard to line up in Outpost. Mid-air shots, that is. I'm not sure what it is. Is it because of the invisible wall there? Because of the black sky? Or what it is? Just I find it awkward to hit mid-airs here. Especially high ones. Maybe it's the blackness then, because the lower the enemy is, then, well, the higher the probability is that there is no blackness behind him. So maybe it's that. Who knows? Alright, DM4 it is. Alright, great. We'll get some 2-on-2s. I really should go to sleep though. Maybe 2 or 3 2-on-2s and then I'm done. Because of QH line I have to work tomorrow. So I get my 3 working days in before I leave. That sucks. But such is life. Alright, Lethal Wish says that he can only play one map as well. Now this will be interesting because Nicodemus was playing surprisingly well. But now I wonder how his DM4 strats are. I don't have very high hopes for them. I think DM4 must have developed quite a bit since he has actively played it. But we'll see. And if he has... Alright, let's go. Oh dear. I have my volume way too high. By the way, if anyone is still awake in the chat and has been watching the stream since the beginning, or at least close to it, how has the sound been? Any crackling sounds or anything? LG loss. 4 late red. That is slightly problematic. 1 dead. 10 days LG is always so snappy there. Can't give him that kind of opening. Fuck. Bad. Both bad, Rocket and LG. Let's wait, maybe. Nice. That's what I tried to do and I failed. Okay, nice. That would be... Okay, better this time, 7 late. Oh, fuck. Okay. Ah, why am I here? Okay. Nice, 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 nice. No, how did I die there? That's so embarrassing. He's down as well, but should have never let him escape there. Holy shit, Nicodemus. He's really playing well. But LJ is better than mine. Nice. That rocket feels good. $17. Can't be strong. $17 would be red. Okay, the worst LG in the history of DM4. Just when I thought that things were feeling quite okay. Game-wise. Yellow? Yes, 1 late. Will they jump? Yep. Give me the rocket, that's nice. That's red dead. Yep, 7. It was 1 late. Ah, that's yellow dead. Beautiful, 2 rockets. Right in the face. that stuff never should have worked. What is Nicodemus doing? Where are you? Get out. Wait, it's red. Okay. What? Oh, wait, it's red. Okay. Don't wait anymore. You have full red. I don't get it. Waiting for Christmas there at red. Again, failing that rocket. And another one. Okay. Yellow, 16 red, right after, one after the other. Again. Now I need to fix my position. LG started feeling super horrible. Fuck, I knew that he was coming, that's it. Couldn't just catch him. Maybe I will get cells, and he gets the red. No, the back is in lava. Nice red spawn. Yeah. Nice LG there. Nice lava dive. Oh, ran out of rocket. Embarrassing. Although, I don't know if there's much I could have done about that one. Okay, rocket back. Hit the rocket, not good. Nice. I like that. I'm just happy that he realized that I was there. Kind of makes Makes the enemy feel more substantial. Not just some absolute tourist who has no idea what is happening. Although that required a bit of map awareness for sure. Not just absolute tourism. Well, that's GG. 157 to 87. I'm disappointed in my LG though. It felt good for a while. Then it just totally disappeared. Nicodemus actually hit more cells than I did. And in some places, even though I couldn't see things through his point of view, of course, but it just seemed like he was hitting pretty hard. And you really shouldn't stare at just the LG percentage, which is 30.4 for him, but also take into account the number of cells hit. 178. Because it can very well be that he was just spamming away with LG. Yeah, you can only imagine how much there is to consider when you're arranging a LAN event of this caliber. Of course, it's not a huge LAN compared to some very, very big events with thousands of computers, but still you have roughly 70 people traveling from very far away places, and especially this time, the entrance fee is pretty steep at $80 or euros. Not that it matters at the moment because the exchange rate is so close. But anyway, because the price is so high, I guess you are allowed to expect something more, or at least at a bare minimum to expect everything to work pretty well. So I guess it must be stressful times for the people arranging the event as well. To deliver on those expectations, if not promises. Will be interesting to see. We are leaving on Wednesday evening from Finland, taking a ferry to Sweden, and then driving from the ferry terminal to the LAN venue on Wednesday morning. Thursday morning, that is, not Wednesday. Leaving on Wednesday evening, arriving on Thursday. So that's the schedule for us. And we are leaving early Sunday morning. That sounds so painful, but there is a thick silver lining this time. We are driving to the ferry, and I'm pretty sure that we have a cabin on the ferry. We should have. I really hope so. So we can sleep on the way back, which is sweet. And I don't have to work on Monday. So there's that. That's pretty great as well. There's still the mix going on. But just all right. Good night. side DJ. It says first time chat. Is it really the first time for you to chat here? Or is Twitch lying to me? I could swear you have chatted here before. Did you change your Twitch account? But does the first time chat mean that you have... This is the first time chatting tonight or ever on this channel? I will go to GetQuad TV to have the team overlay. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, Xantum doing Xantum things, I hope. What are the teams like? Oh, teams are pretty rough and stacked at the same time. So it's nice to see that Xantum will actually have to deliver here. Sunito, of course, is a good player, especially in DM3, although his DM2 and even M2 have improved. And Bunny is better than people give him credit for sure. Blixem is great, but on the other hand, on the other side, you have Exterm, Razor, Hangtime, and Krego, all pretty solid players. So this is a good mix. Yeah, it's a bummer that I didn't get in this mix. I will just watch it for a while, and then I really should go, and I will go. I won't play anymore, just because I need to sleep. Not because I don't want to play, but I really need to get some sleep for tomorrow. Will there be discharge? No, he got away. And killed a rocket as well. Nice find. Let's see what Razor is up to. He's dead at yellow. Okay. Grego is still in water. Waiting for a discharge, I think. Okay, Extern will get the next LG. It's funny that my item timer for LG says water. Q8 slam starts on Thursday, so in 3 days. Or, well, 4 days, 3.5 days. Anyway, on Thursday. By the way, guys, did you... am I going to be there all days? We will arrive on Thursday morning, so we will make it to the 2-on-2 tournament that is played on Thursday. Then we will stay for the next kind of 3.5 days. So we are leaving on Sunday morning. Yeah, there should be 4-on-4 Die Human. I don't know what Bulldozer was about. I don't know where he saw that there wouldn't be a 4-on-4 tournament, because at least in the Q8 slan wiki on the QH9 wiki page. It says 4-4 on Saturday. Yeah, it is really unfortunate that we won't see GT. I was really looking forward to a stacked one-on-one tournament. And 2-on-2 as well. But just... Oh, that boar. That is an awful place. I hate shooting rockets from there when you are moving. So easy to just bore when you are walking up the stairs. Ah, yeah, okay. Thankfully, you misunderstood. There was supposed to be some kind of experimental 4-on-4 tournament. But that won't be happening. But they are arranging 2-on-2 instead. But the standard 4-on-4 tournament will still be played. Because initially there were supposed to be 2 4-on-4 tournaments instead of 1. No, it's fine. I wasn't exactly worried. I think... Or I was pretty sure that the 4-on-4 tournament would take place. Yeah, I was going to say about GT that especially for 1-on-1, it would have been he would have been a great addition. Because now we have the Americans coming. Zorak, Bogo, and even Blood Dog can be surprisingly good in 1-on-1. And then if GT had come, we would have had, of course, from the European side, we have BBS, Locust, Locktar, and then Carapace. What happened with Sane? I saw him beat Bogo in Aerowalk just some months ago. So what is his excuse for not joining? Oh yeah, this is what Sane does. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Maybe he's the American Lord Lame. Yeah, Merv would be great to have as well. He's such a nice guy. Do you know if... Yeah, that's a good point. Zorak might be the second best dueler, but not necessarily a second best team player. Do you think Bogo is better than Sane? Apparently, I think you do, because you said that Sane is the second best. So I assumed that you think that Bogo is the best. What is 9 out of 10? Ah, okay. All right. Yeah, will be interesting to see him play against the Europeans here. Whom did because he played in the one-on-one tournament at QuakeCon in 2016. Very recently, that is, 6 years ago. Whom did he lose against? Did he lose against Recall? Ah, okay, so he would have lost against Logos. Let's actually see. If I can find it. Go to browser. Chameleon says hi. And then where do we go? Well, we can go to Recall because he won the tournament. There's... It would be this. Well, it's not here. So where do we go next? What if we go to Locust? Does he have the same kind of dead-end link? QuakeCon 2016, he doesn't have the one-on-one here listed. Then QuakeCon. There was some name for the one-on-one tournament there. Duel Mania QuakeCon 2016. Okay, this sounds more like it. So Bogo lost against Carapace. Okay. That is interesting. Carapace is not a bad one-on-one player, not at all. But no, this will be very interesting to see how he has improved. If he has. So will be fun. Will be fun for sure. And I just read in Discord that the finals for both 2-on-2 and 1-on-1 will be best of 7. So that should be interesting as well. Also, against some players, the matchups should be quite quite interesting. For example, let's say Bogo playing against Locust. They both really like Airwalk. And I have seen them play pretty close games at high pings there. So that should be interesting. Then on the other hand, there's in that same matchup, there's Skull. I haven't actually seen Bogo play Skull. I just heard that he's really good there. So that will be interesting to see. And I have no idea how good Locust Skull is. But then there's TM4 that I would assume that Locust would have no problems against Bogo. Um, yeah, I would be very surprised if Logos doesn't win DM4. Of course, it's DM4. It is a pretty volatile map. So anything can happen, kind of. Then what do you have? You have DM6, DM2, unfortunately. Mm, City and DM3, Bravado. Will be interesting. For example, DM6 also can be um, not perhaps as unpredictable as DM4 sometimes, but on the other hand, you can get a horrible full start in DM6, and that can be challenging to turn around if one of the players gets both mega and red. That's grim. Also, seeing this ZT DM3 result, I would somehow expect Locust to be better than Bogo, but depending on how much he has played. Also, Bravado will be interesting because I have seen Locust play it, but I don't think it's kind of his best map. ZT and DM3. I know that Bogo likes it uh, in 2-on-2 at least. Does Zorak beat Bogo on Bravado? GetQuad stats page. What do we have here? Oh, where did it go? Okay, well, the skulls are. Here we can see some skulls between Zorak and Bogo. Zorak has managed to beat Bogo once. Couple of relatively close ones, one total destruction. Again, a relatively close one. Okay. There's Zorak. Okay. That is pretty brutal on Bravado. Especially if then Zorak has beaten Locust on Bravado. Yeah, I know that Zorak is pretty good on Skull. I played him a year ago and I'm sure he's better now. There is this one time Zorak actually beat Bogo, so maybe that kind of doesn't tell the whole truth. Then there is 3018 and Skulls. Okay, mostly pretty handy victories for Bogo. This one again a bit closer. Of course, hard to judge only by seeing the scores. Can't really tell what the map has been like as a whole. And they beating Bogo 2 times in Airwalk. Let's see what the server has been. Well, okay. This doesn't tell us much. That is quite interesting. They have played 5 games and they won 2 of them. And here Zorak beating Bogo 2 times in Bravado. Okay, no, will be interesting. Yeah, and Ande is a solid Airwalk player. Has been already for quite some time. For years, that is. Should be a fun one-on-one tournament. Too bad I don't think I don't somehow think that Ande will play though. Unless someone else is totally doing the casting and he's not involved in that. But I don't remember seeing him there in the seat map. So I think he might be stuck with casting. Yeah, okay, so he's one of the casters then. That is unfortunate, I have to say, because he would be a nice addition to many of the tournaments. It's interesting you say that rape incoming, and when I look at the teams, it doesn't look like it should be. Let's see. By the way, do you know with whom Bogo will play in the 2-on-2 tournament? With Blood Dog? Yeah, Xantom is excellent. He is really, really solid. And the thing is that I don't think people really understand how good he is, because he doesn't stream or or he hasn't been involved in 4-on-4 that much now during the later years of Quake World. So most people haven't had the chance to hear his communication or play with him. It's just so easy to play with him. At least for me it was in TVS. Just the way he frags and also gives you so much good info and kind of has your back super often. Just makes the teammates' life so much easier than it would be otherwise. And that is even more valuable than his fragging skill. And when you have fragging skills like his, then that's a great package. He's... if Bogo's biggest enemy is himself, then so is Xantom's. I think it's quite typical or common. He can tilt pretty hard. But the good thing is that when Xantom is playing with good players, like we have in our 4-on-4 team, I'm sure he's not going to tilt. Well, yeah, I had a proper tilt. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. I don't remember exactly, but I was just seeing red. I just couldn't play. It was in 4-on-4 mix, and the funny thing was that we were actually we ended up winning most of the games. Just I didn't do pretty much anything to contribute. Luckily, when I'm streaming, it's a lot easier to avoid being tilted. Kind of because you have this reputation to protect or whatever. It's just really hard for me to mega tilt while streaming. Also, it doesn't usually happen in official games. Because if it did, then that could be kind of the circumstance when I would kind of forget about the stream and then just go full tilt mode, but I don't on the other hand, I don't see myself tilting in an official game. But yeah, I can see how it would be entertaining, yes. I absolutely do. No, you're not the only one. And yeah, I guess nowadays I have calmed down quite a bit. But you should have heard me when I played in SSC. That is one of the things I kind of regret the most. Even that we didn't record our voice in SSC. Because it would be hilarious to listen to, embarrassing probably as well, but just would be nice to have as a memory. I don't know if I would want people to hear it, but maybe I would just listen to it on my own. But I don't think well, I definitely now don't have any recordings because I've lost my old Quake folder. RIP. But even if I did, I'm not sure if I would like others to hear it. Let's just say that I wasn't very calm. Yeah. I was kind of 50-50. I don't know if you can call it tilt. It was more like just rage towards my teammates. Because I think tilt would usually involve kind of deterioration in your own gameplay because you are so tilted that you can't think straight. But that was just so strange when I was a teenager that I would just channel this crazy amount of rage, yet it wouldn't make me play worse. It actually, like my teammates back then, they were just joking and laughing at me that they should come and slap me on the cheeks because I just played better when I was angry. It just somehow maybe helped me focus even more. It was hilarious, but it really worked that way. It doesn't happen anymore. I don't get that kind of feelings. Perhaps it's the just teenage hormones doing their thing. And those things are a thing in the past for sure. Teenage years are far, far away. But it was amazing how it really seemed to work. Because nowadays if I tilt, it doesn't happen often. But if I do tilt, that definitely affects my gameplay in a very negative way. A super negative way. Nice of Bunny not to drop a pack there. That nade was just solid. Even though a nade pack isn't perfect, especially when that happens. But but at least a lot better than a rocket pack. Nice move. That is such an important skill in 4 and 4. To know when to stop, to know when to give up. It's really dancing on a knife's edge very often. Because if you always kind of concede, then it's also not going to work. That was a good quad run. Just he got a really good set of spawns there. Yeah, streaming really helps in some ways. It can be a huge distraction and it can make my ping go nuts as well. Or packet loss rather, maybe not ping so much, but my connection is just bad. So it has definitely negative impacts on my game as well. And quite often it can take away concentration from the game, but it can have positive effects as well, like not tilting so hard. And also, even though I don't often almost ever give up, but still, when you are streaming, you are even less likely to. Sometimes it helps with the concentration. An important fight here, will Xantum? Nope. Razor wins the fight. That can be quite huge, actually. Okay, well, Blixem saves the day. He gets the quad. They really needed that because they are running out of rockets. Or they were. Now suddenly they have 4. I just love GetQuad sometimes. You just think that the situation is super dire for someone, and then it all turns back on its head. And just as I was saying that, they had 4 rockets, now they have one rocket, 056, and well, now yet again another rocket, and for a while they had 3. Just, this is so beautiful in GetQuad 4 and 4. It's unlike almost any other game, I would say. Even almost like, unlike any other sport. I think many people who don't know the game would say that it's way too swingy and seems random, which is of course not true at all. But it's just so beautiful how swingy it can be, but for the right reasons. There is most likely a very fair and good reason for all the things that are happening. Of course, every now and then you get the odd spawn that is horrible and can cause a relatively big swing, but luckily they are rare. Oh, and Hammer, you said that you think that me, Xantum, and Razor are the top 3 4 and 4 players at the moment. That's an interesting take. Unfortunately, we have lost a lot of good 4 and 4 players, so it's... the competition for those top 3 spots are... or is not as... stiff as it once was. But still interesting that you choose those players. I'm not saying that you are wrong, just interesting picks. Yeah, we do have Paradox, we have Carapace. Maybe BBS belongs in that group. We have Zero, who is I think Zero might be very underrated. What do you guys think? Because he's such an excellent 4-4 player. I personally, I think I would put Zero over Razor. Not that I have anything bad to say about Razor's gameplay. I think he's top fragging even here, yeah. He is. Top fragging when everyone else in his team are bottom fragging. I just love to see this is so familiar to me. I can just so feel what Razor is feeling right now. When you're playing like that, like I haven't paid so much attention. I don't know how well Razor has played or hasn't played, but at least just staring at the frags, if you lose with stats like that, it doesn't feel quite as bad as it does otherwise, because it feels like you have a legitimate reason for your loss, and that is your team that just didn't perform. Okay, well, he bored. A final nail in the coffin. Yeah, I'm not saying that you are wrong, Hammer. Not at all. It's perhaps not the list I would have chosen. Not far off. It's maybe just Razor that I would change with Zero, for example. Maybe. I'm not even sure. No, he leaves. There are 3 players. Or 6 players, sorry. 3 per team. But I seriously have to sleep. If I start mixing now, tomorrow will be a nightmare for me. I love Paradox. Paradox actually could be on my list as well. He's such a great player, and I really, really like to play with him. His communication is just excellent. Sasa definitely would. Ah, speaking of the man, did you see his quakeworld.nu thread? I think, or blog, I'm not sure what it is called. Let me just show it to you. Where is it? Ah, here. I don't know what this is, though. I don't dare to click this link. This looks dangerous. So, there are 3 different tournaments. From what I heard, Milton is too scared to compete in the one-on-one tourney. The question is why. He has throughout his community on Twitch and YouTube been having a long-lasting discussion of the top 3 players. Ah, okay. That is difficult to read. The layout is broken. Top 3 players in history. Will an early defeat at QH actually make him less good in the history of Quake World? Bold feat because it's LAN. Time will tell, and I hope you will join QH LAN either physically or digitally. Good fight, good night. Alright. Yeah, interesting stuff. It's it's good that he's at least trying to create some drama. Too bad QuakeWorld that NU is a bit dead nowadays. Really unfortunate. We could use some good old drama. Sasa is pretty much the OG QuakeWorld commentator. He was at least one of the very first ones to commentate QuakeWorld games. We didn't have streaming services back then, so he would just broadcast the games with just voice, like a radio show, if you will. But of course, everyone could watch the game as he was commentating. So, and he used to play as well. He played in Sudden Death. And yeah, there were MP3 files that you could sync with the demos. So good stuff. Pioneering in that sense for sure. And he had some pretty legendary broadcasts as well. I just remember how he was commentating a game of Slackers. I don't have any idea whom they were playing, and then the auto track caught on Gamer, and he just made a comment on Gamer's movement, how he moves like the three people in Lord of the Rings, meaning Ents, and referring to Gamer's maybe not so flashy movement. And that statement just kept on living, and I think many people still remember it. At least I do. Gamer is the guy who moves like the three people in Lord of the Rings. The next band is crucial. That could have been Sasa as well. I'm not sure. But the next band is always crucial. That is for sure. I don't know who said that first, but that is golden as well. But yeah. I need to sleep. Seriously, I could do this all night long. Good times, but I will find someone to host, and then we are done here. It was fun to stream after such a long break. Yeah, well played on the free for all, especially every map, but especially the DM4. You had a bit of a head start, and I thought that okay, I would have this, but I had a really bad run of a minute or two there, and then I think I managed to kill one of your quads at yellow, but you managed to get back to your pack, got the quad LG, and there was no coming back from that. Yeah, well played, for sure. It's probably my best map after all, so not a mean feat. Much is happening in the world of Wake. If how many do we have in Quake? What did it? 1.2k viewers. There's a There's someone with 1,000 viewers on Quake speedrun. That is crazy. I guess we are going there. I want to see what this is about. So we are going to Cerno TV or Sirno. I don't know how to pronounce this. The next band is Crucial stuff has to be older than Anday's streams because that stuff is from way back when, and they didn't stream or commentate games back then yet. I'm sure Andy has used the phrase, but I'm pretty sure he didn't coin it. But yeah, I really have to go. I will catch you next time. Let's see what this speedrun madness is about with 1,000 viewers on Quake speedrun. That's unreal. All right, let's go. Good night. Catch you next time.